Brian Kelly had made a comment when he was with the ESPN guys that I realize that this is LSU and, there's no honeymoon. There's no, you got a year to break in kind of thing. I need to win football games immediately. Tim Tebow also made a statement to him about having better players at LSU, or these are the kind of players you're gonna have at an LSU, Georgia, Alabama versus at Notre Dame. I don't know if that was a bit of an overstatement, but those are some of the angles that were taken as well.
I think it's true. I think he is going to have better players, I think, overall than he did at Notre Dame. I think if the recruiting continues in Louisiana, even just at an average, he would still be able to surpass that, especially with what they're doing nationally. If that continues to even just stay where it is, if not continue to grow, which it will, I believe with this staff kind of becoming more familiar in living rooms across America. But it's interesting. It's interesting what Kelly's building, because I don't think anyone's expecting them to win the national championship in 2022. I don't even think most of these people, these college media elite, the big deciders, are expecting them to win it in 2023. But, if Kelly can absolutely recruit the state of Louisiana, which is the key to winning a lot of these national championships for LSU. Joe Burrow, of course, coming out of the state of Ohio, of course, but look at everyone who's surrounding him. 9 out of 10 guys, state of Louisiana. 2003 team is pretty much just the same thing. 2007 team as well. Even the 2011 team that went to the title game got defaced by Alabama, our arch nemesis, which we will need to get revenge for at some later date, Mark. But Kelly, I think that's what he wants to do. I think he wants to come down there, and he sees everything that he can do. He saw everything he could do at Notre Dame with some handcuffs on, with being kind of strapped down, and say even having like just one arm operable. And now he's got both arms operable. He's got two hands, and he can recruit those 5 stars. He has the staff that have the work ethic to go after these guys, the top shelf guys in every nook and cranny of this country. And that national footprint with LSU, and then you have national footprint guys selling it. It's a fantastic marriage. And then you take at the other half of this staff, led by the godfather of Louisiana, Frank Wilson. You really have something cooking here, and especially if LSU can finish strong in this class in the state of Louisiana, Mark, it would send a big message. Tim Tebow, I don't think he's wrong, because you can't say that Notre Dame and what the players they were generating, the recruiting classes they were generating, bested LSU's over the last 10, 12 years since that Kelly was there. And so if Kelly can even just continue in that vein, which I think he might even excel what was going on before, Mark, don't you think? I mean, where do you see Kelly in all of this with LSU? What are your expectations for this team, with this program, with Kelly? I know you're a Kelly fan.
Well, I would stop short of calling myself a Brian Kelly fan.
Yeah, you seem to think of him more positively.
I have ranked him higher than just about anyone that I have come across in coaches' rankings. My offseason coaches' rankings, I placed him, was he 4th or 5th in the country? So, yeah, I think a lot of Brian Kelly and what he accomplished at Notre Dame, and what he's accomplished his entire head coaching career. Every stop has been a considerable improvement and upgrade. So I would think that LSU's recruiting during Brian Kelly's stay at Notre Dame, which takes us back to 2010, that LSU's recruiting classes have generally been top 5 to 10 in the country. And Notre Dame's classes have been, over the last half of Kelly's tenure, have been in that same range.
Yeah.
Now, it took him a while to raise the recruiting standards to that level. Um,
I was meaning like overall, just the comparison. But yes, Notre Dame has had a massive improvement. As I think a commenter just said, Marcus Freeman absolutely killing it out there, number
well,
one
see,
in
that's what I was
class.
going to hit you with, Lon. Is anyone in LSU, not with the team, not within the administration, not but with the periphery, the fan base, are they taking note of what Marcus Freeman's doing at Notre Dame and looking at Brian Kelly and saying, okay, you did well at Notre Dame, but look at Marcus Freeman now, and maybe thinking a little less of Brian Kelly at this point?
That's an interesting question because I've seen that type of rhetoric. I've seen that type of those type of comments, but I don't think it's anything really like that. I think it's more that Marcus Freeman, is continuing something that he's begun. A lot of these relationships that he's absolutely turning into commitments right now are relationships he's worked on during the Kelly era. It's a marathon. It goes over a few years, and so I'm not saying that it was because of Kelly that he got those, but I'm saying that once he took the head coaching position, Marcus Freeman, it was an easy transition for those players that he was recruiting to say, "Oh yeah, I'll go with him," rather than the players that maybe were committing to LSU because of Orgeron or had interest in Orgeron Tigers who took off because of Kelly's hire, like Aaron Anderson and Omarion Miller, a few of those type of those players. But I really don't think it's the same thing. I really don't think. I think it's a weird comparison. I think it's two different jobs, two different footprints. I don't really see Marcus Freeman chasing every recruit at Catholic High, or going up into Shreveport and trying to get guys. I really don't see that from Marcus Freeman. But at the same time, they're absolutely killing it at Notre Dame with what they're able to do right now.